Greetings from Bulgaria. My name is VULKK and I have a question for you. First, before I ask you, of course, I will tell you my personal opinion. You already know the topic of the video. What is wrong with Star Wars The Old Republic Knights of the Fallen Empire? What bothers me the most in this expansion? Among many great and bad things surrounding SWTOR's latest expansion, there is but one that stands out, or at least for me. I'm going to keep it short and forward you to the written blog post that I've posted on my website for more detailed information. It is the gameplay. It's not the lag that's often present even in solo areas and instances. It's not the KOTOR style dialogues for the Alliance missions, which actually isn't KOTOR style at all, if you compare them really. It's not even the ridiculous HK rewards every month that I believe pretty much everybody dislikes, or at least almost everybody dislikes. What? Are you surprised I don't like the gameplay of Fallen Empire? Seriously? Well, yeah, and let me tell you why. Just like I've written in the blog post, I'm a veteran player and I've never taken a break, which allowed me to experience the game in its fresh and new form after every single one of the patches implemented throughout all of these nearly 5 years of existence, since patch 1.0. In the very beginning the game was challenging. There was a very true and hard, tough boss fight experience in pretty much every chapter of the original 3-chapter story. The challenge was there. The achievement was really worth it, and defeating those bosses was something that you were proud of, or at least I was proud of. What is it today? In today's latest chapter-based story-driven expansion Knights of the Fallen Empire, the players have one unique story with quite a few difficult to make and interesting choices. However, they are not groundbreaking choices and the story remains still the same. The journey is not as long as it might seem to some of us, me included, and that is because BioWare is feeding us 140 to 60-ish minute chapter every month. If we get to play all of them together, the experience would be very different and it will feel more like one continuous story, which all of us should do with a new character once chapter 16 is released, because I think that would totally change our perspective on some of the situations, because we will get to relive and re-experience them one after another. But again, the topic about the gameplay. The gameplay in Fallen Empire is boring, dull, and easy as fuck. I don't curse often on my videos, but I felt like this word would be appropriate here. There is absolutely no way for anything in the game to challenge you, hurt you, or God forbid, kill your character. That never happens. If by any chance there is a tougher boss opponent or something else that might actually scratch the surface of your armor, of your shiny armor I might add, BioWare is always giving you buffs, grenades, or something else that will allow you again to get past the next tough encounter very easily. Sometimes, like in the beginning of chapter 12 for example, they don't even give you a chance. And that is what bothers me. I need the game to offer me some challenge. I know that it is all about the story, and I'm thankful the story is entertaining. It's not the best and not the most Star Wars related one that I can imagine. That's very personal. Don't get my opinion as something set in stone, of course. That's how I feel. I still like the story. I definitely don't like the gameplay. The fact that we have trash on every corner and piles of those weird sky troopers, forgive me, is really frustrating, especially when they ambush you in what I believe was chapter 10, and you have absolutely no way to avoid those, even if you play a stealth class. That was a wrong decision, and thank God we haven't seen ambushes in the later chapters. I don't know if BioWare corrected this, or was it only intended to happen in chapter 10. You know, these chapters, they don't get produced every month for its own. They have been produced way long in the past, before probably BioWare even announced Fallen Empire, the first 9 chapters that came together with the expansion. In the blog post you can find my 3 proposed solutions. I absolutely don't expect BioWare would even read this, even though I posted it on Reddit as well and it was very well received. Some of them seem to not agree that I want difficulty, but I don't want all the game to become difficult, more difficult all of a sudden. We know that BioWare has been catering to the newer player base that has been pouring into the game since, well, let's say since last November, when the expansion launched, October actually, and even especially after December when episode 7 launched. But the fact that new players need things to be easy is not completely a fact, and it's not completely true. It's only true for a portion of the player base. I've recently spoken to a few folks via comments on my videos on YouTube, and they've shared with me that even for a new player, this easiness is frustrating. Everybody needs a challenge once in a while. When you are supposed to face a tough opponent, let's say you're a Sith warrior, and you know that the next guy that is standing before you is supposed to be a very powerful lord. I'm trying not to spoil the story, by the way. You are expecting a tough fight, you're expecting that you would have to prepare, probably gear up a little bit, find some special stims or something else. When you go there and see the end result, you're really disappointed, especially because of the level sync affecting very seriously. It was affecting very seriously. Not so much now, because BioWare patched it a little bit, but it's still frustratingly, stupidly easy. The level sync didn't do its job, I believe. They upped the challenge when you're soloing the heroics, which is actually not part of Fallen Empire, and I'm not really sure why I'm going there now. Let's keep it to the topic. The gameplay in Fallen Empire is actually what I mean, the gameplay within the chapters. This is the story-driven expansion BioWare is producing, and they will keep producing it for a second season with probably a different name. If you've been reading Reddit or other internet websites and all over internet, you've heard the rumor of the supposedly title for the next expansion, which is probably going to be season 2. So we're expecting more of the same, more story, the same story for everybody, and no challenge whatsoever. But I believe it's not too late. The Gemini captain, actually in the last released chapter at the time of recording this video, that was chapter 15, did present some challenge to many people. I've played the chapter only once so far, again at the time of recording the video, and I found absolutely no challenge whatsoever with this boss. However, I was geared up very well, and I am an experienced player after all, so I probably knew what I'm supposed to do, even though I've never seen the fight before. But I'm going to experience it at least 2 more times in the next few days, and I will see why the Gemini captain is so challenging, and why and how is this captain killing your companion. Everybody is, if I remember correctly, forced to play with the same Senya companion, I believe it was. I might be embarrassing myself here by not really being able of remembering who the hell it was. Right, yes, it is Senya. I cheated a little bit and I checked back my video recording. My Senya is rank 1, so whatever your Senya is ranked up influence wise, we have no excuse of complaining for this fight being tough. I'm going to stop babbling because this was supposed to be a short video, and I'm going to ask you now, once again, what do you think? Many of you already shared your opinions down in the comments under my article on VULKK.com. Many have shared their opinions on Reddit as well. For those, I'm very thankful. But now I'm asking you folks, my video audience, leave down a comment down below and let me know, do you agree with my statement that Fallen Empire is way too ridiculously easy and we need some more challenge? Well, that's it. Wrapping up. That's enough. See you in the next video. Thank you for your opinions that you're about to share. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If so, click the like button and help me out. Also leave a comment and let me know what you think. Visit my website VULKK.com for daily videos and news, and stay in touch by following me on Facebook and Twitter. To help me improve and expand, consider becoming my patron with a small monthly pledge.